So what is the BizPal website and why is it important? Why is it useful? BizPal is a great resource. It's a website that has a bunch of information that you need in order to set up and operate your business. And basically what it does is it takes the information about your business, predominantly the location in which you're operating and the industry in which you're operating. You submit that, and then it's going to show you what type of permits you might need, what type of licenses, approvals, other things like that you'll need to get properly set up. And so I do recommend any business that's getting started to go to the BizPal website and just review that. But I will warn you that it can be a little bit overwhelming because they're pretty much just going to throw every potential license permit at you that you might need, when in reality, you're not going to need most of them. You know, the most necessary ones would be actually registering your business, getting a municipal business license, and then certain industries will have extra licensing beyond that. But for a lot of businesses, that's all they really need is registration with a corporate registry and a business license. Of course, if you are like a dentist or a doctor, you're going to need a license from the governing professional body in that industry in which you operate. But for a lot of businesses, you don't need that much. One other industry that does need a lot of licenses and permits would be restaurant industries, as they often need liquor licenses, food service permits, and things like that. So I'm going to give a quick demonstration here on the website to show you how it works and just to help you navigate how to use the BizPal website. Okay, so just a quick look here at the BizPal website. You can just click here on Launch BizPal. And then from there, you can put in your location. So whatever city, whatever province you're going to be operating your business in. And then you can type in industry. So here I have full service restaurant, but you can, put in whatever, if that's landscaping, if that's accounting. Once you put in your location and industry, you just hit search. And now it's going to show you all the potential licenses, permits, and things like that you need. So in total, for putting in a full service restaurant in Saskatchewan, it came up with 31, which can be kind of overwhelming or kind of intimidating. The good thing is you're not going to need 31 different permits, license, things like that. It's kind of just throwing everything at you that you might potentially need, when in reality it's probably going to be 2 to 8 different things that you'll need depending on the industry. And with restaurants, of course, they have more regulations and more permits and stuff that they need compared to a lot of other businesses. And now if you looked here on the left, they kind of have a breakdown of starting a business versus managing and operating versus serving, selling, things like that. So you can take a look at all these and just, make sure that you have your bases covered and that you've, registered when you need to, and that you get the permits and the licenses that you need. And one nice thing too is that it has a breakdown here. If you get those permits, those licenses, those approvals, provincially, federally, municipally, through your municipal government, city or town. So that's nice, because I know with operating a business, it can get kind of confusing because some things are issued by a municipality, some are offered and issued by the province that you're living in, and some are done federally through the government of Canada. So for example, here with starting a business in the restaurant industry, you might need a PST account. You'll want to register or incorporate your business. You'll want your basic, vendor's license through the city to operate a business. You'll get your federal business number. So those are the main ones. Here it's getting into like cooperatives and stuff, which is a different legal structure of business. So again, a lot of these can be ignored, like a home-based business license. You're not going to need that if you're leasing a space for a restaurant. And then when it comes to managing and operating, it'll be things like, here it says music licensing, which you're not going to need for a restaurant. Workers' compensation would likely be important if you have employees at your restaurant. For serving, selling, exporting, and importing, this can be important for a restaurant where you might want liquor consumption tax set up and a liquor permit if you're selling liquor, selling alcohol from your restaurant. And then a public eating establishment license, which is important for a restaurant. So again, a restaurant has a lot more than most businesses, but it's just a good resource here, BizPal is, to figure out what you may need for your business in terms of permits, approvals, licenses, and things like that. So hopefully that was helpful, and I will leave a link to that website below in the video description. If you have any questions regarding business startup or business management, feel free to leave those in the comment section below, and I will address them there or create a new video. And I have well over 150 videos right now on my YouTube channel that discuss those business startup and business management topics that you can check out if you're interested in learning more about those.